By 1916, the boundaries between finance, health, and ethics had begun to blur. Life insurance companies, not just doctors, were shaping how health was measured, monitored, and managed. Examiners earned over 250,000 annually, highlighting how healthcare formalization had become a profitable industry, not just a moral cause. Yet this growth was also framed through a religious and civic lens. Churches and reformers saw health screenings as tools of moral stewardship, ways to identify risks early and protect communities. This moment represents a turning point. Care became structured, data driven, and profitable, yet still morally charged. Clinical engineering today stands at the same intersection, balancing technological precision, economic efficiency, and human ethics. In 1916, the United States was still debating whether to enter World War I, which influenced many aspects of domestic policy and infrastructure. That same year, the National Defense Act was passed. It dramatically expanded the U.S. military's size and organizational capacity in anticipation of possible war. This expansion included an increased emphasis on public health and workforce readiness, recognizing that a strong, healthy population was essential for national defense and productivity. These developments set the stage for integrating health assessments and preventive care into civic and military systems, which would continue to influence the role of healthcare in governance. By 1916, the life insurance industry had become a powerful economic force, and with it, an increased need for health screenings to assess policy risk. In Texas alone, life insurance examiners collectively earned around 250,000 annually, a substantial figure for the time, reflecting the scale and profitability of this sector. These medical exams weren't just clinical procedures. They became tools for predicting longevity and informed broader policy and economic decisions. Insurance exams contributed to a growing reliance on a standardized health metrics in both commercial and governmental systems, embedding clinical assessment into everyday financial planning. In the early 20th century, churches played a major role in shaping public attitudes toward health, not just as a biological state, but as a moral condition. They taught that caring for the body was part of one's spiritual stewardship, a divine responsibility tied to one's moral integrity. This view aligned closely with the emerging insurance logic, where health became a form of measurable moral risk. In both systems, religious and economic, individuals were assessed based on behaviors and perceived responsibility for their own wellness. This intersection of faith and finance helped normalize routine exams and risk assessments as virtuous, even godly actions. As the insurance model of healthcare expanded in the early 1900s, so did the demand for accurate, consistent measurements to support it. This meant new technical systems had to be trusted not just by physicians, but by the public, and later regulated and maintained for safety and precision. Clinical engineers emerged to uphold these standards, ensuring that instruments used for exams and screenings were functionally reliable. In a way, engineers help transform technological systems into moral instruments, maintaining the integrity of care delivery while bridging the gap between faith and healthcare and the increasing institutionalized systems that delivered it. In 1916, we see the convergence of medical infrastructure, economic systems, and moral discourse. Life insurance didn't just provide financial security, it also structured healthcare delivery, pushing medicine toward formal measurement and standardization. Life insurance didn't just provide financial security, it also structured healthcare delivery, pushing medicine toward formal measurement and standardization. This shift embedded accountability and moral judgment into health systems. Care was not just about healing, but about predicting, preventing, and proving trustworthiness. Today, clinical engineers inherit this trust, upholding it through rigorous protocols and precision technologies that continue to balance technical reliability with ethical care.